What you see right there is what we thought was supposed to be a temporary goat structure, but the goats said no. All right, you never know when there's a project that needs to get done. It changes every single day, and right now we have something that needs to get done as soon as possible. So unfortunately, this chicken tractor that we set up, that we've used for the last 2.5, 3 years, is not holding up for a goat structure. They have, as you can see, completely destroyed it. This is not going to protect them from anything at this point. This is definitely false hope of protection. So it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and that means we need a new structure, and it would be nice to do it fast. I could just grab this tarp, throw it back over, and play that game back and forth until I figure something out. But we do have a shelter that we can take apart and try to move here, hopefully in time before the rain. So that's what the attempt is. You see the little baby goat, she likes to climb the most, but they all like to go on top of this structure and climb on top of it. And that has caused it to get beat down faster than we would have liked. So now that means we need to try to get this together for them before it's too late and before it's, ow, I think it's eating my leg hair. Instead of talking, let's go see the other goat structure. So we have an extra goat structure, not this. That's our chicken hoop coop. But we do have one that we'll be able to, not that, that's our little extra chicken coop that our bunny's living in right now. But we have one that I put together really fast when we were trying to plan for a temporary area for these goats when we first ever brought them. And I actually think it's a little bit more reliable and more put together. As you can see, the problem is that I kind of put it all together with random pieces, and I don't know how this is going to be when I take it all apart. I'm hoping I can take it apart in about 6, 7 pieces and then just put it back together. So we're going to start taking this apart and trying to bring it over to them. Hi, Bailey. Did you come over to come see me? Hi, Bailey. Good girl. So that was the part that I knew was going to come off nice and easy. I don't know how many pieces this is all in. I know that I have some back ones that are the 2 really long ones. So I'm thinking I can get it to where this side is. This corner is another little question, so we'll see. Okay, so it's pretty much all taken apart of what I thought was gonna happen. This corner is still together here. And we're gonna see maybe if we can lift that up on one of our pull carts and just keep it together in one piece, because that has a lot of stuff going on. So let's go grab the cart and then we'll see if we can get it onto it. This is either gonna work really good or it's gonna take it apart for us and I didn't have to use a screwdriver. Let's hope it works really good. Having second thoughts already. All right, we got it on it. Now, it might be slow rolling from here. Maybe you guys will get a new house tonight.
Okay, it's just a little splashing. Good job, yep, just like that, just like that. Good job. Good job, put it back up.
All right, well, getting the old tractor out of the goat area and starting to put this new one inside with that big corner piece should have been the hardest 2 parts. So hopefully everything at this point is just grabbing some stuff, attaching it together. What could go wrong? Here's what I guess can happen while you're gone. They can already start taking pieces off of it and climbing on the pieces that you haven't put together yet. We're running out of daylight, so I'm gonna start trying to piece some of this together. So hopefully they can be sheltered in tonight, because I think the rain comes in the morning. Watch out. It is all finished. Just in time for the night, so we'll see how they do tonight. Unfortunately, we don't have any fresh straw to throw in it, but it's better that they have some kind of protection now other than this thing that was not going to protect them. And I got to build it twice for them. Look at that. This is not only the first time this exact goat house has been built, but the second. Hopefully, they'll enjoy it tonight. But I got to get back inside. It is past my own bedtime. You hear that, goats? Time for bed. Turn your gas light on. All right, go to sleep. We'll see you in the morning. All right, it is the next day, and I need to get these guys some more feed. These are some turkeys and some chickens. For you guys that don't maybe know just this yet, we did just get some more chickens, and on top of that, we added turkeys for the very first time ever, so we are excited about starting that whole process, but the goat shelter worked just in time today. It did end up being a downpour of rain at one point today, so this was able to get them out of those conditions just in time because as you see, we haven't got this moved yet, which will be on the agenda. That was not going to protect them during any storm, and putting a tarp, it'd probably just blow off again, or they would move it eventually, or they still would have got wet, where this was more secure. They don't have straw on it, but I did just get some, so let's fill it up with some straw and let's kind of finish it off a little bit. As you can see, maple is like the little cherry on top of the goat house. Give some of the extra straw here to those piggos. Those are our male pigs, which we think one of them is a father, because we think one of our females are actually pregnant or in the process right now, which we are on baby watch. As of filming this video, it could be as soon as the next 2 days, but more likely I'm assuming a couple weeks, 3 weeks. But that's a different journey and a different story. As you can see, the goats are loving this. They are not going to be able to destroy this one as much. And as you can see, they already started working on it here a little bit. But I figure that just kind of gives a little bit of air passing through, and they like poking their head through that spot. This will suit them a lot better right here in this spot right now until we have a final plan for the winter, which then we'll want to give them something that's a little bit more covered than this. We want to be prepared for the winter and make sure that they're going to be nice and cozy. We have a plan that we're going to be working off of to build them a dream goat barn. It is really sad looking at this chicken tractor looking like this right now. This is actually one of the first bigger projects that I ever built. It didn't look anything like this when I first did. It was one of those flat square chicken tractors that you dragged on the ground, but it's sufficient and it worked. We were able to raise meat birds in it, and when we decided we wanted to make it a little bit taller so that we could actually go inside it so that it was easier to get the chickens, we upgraded it and fixed it around to get it to look not like this, but instead a more finished look. And it was actually one of my favorite projects when it was all finally complete. And now looking at it, I can tell that it's going to be closer and closer on the way out. Unfortunately, we don't have as big of a need for it. It's nice to have extra structures around though, so I do want to keep it around for a little bit longer unless it's fully gone. But we do have this chicken tractor that we got from a different farm about 1.5 years ago, which we're housing the turkeys and chickens in right now, which they've been doing great in there. And this is a long story, so I'm not going to tell you guys all of it right now, but we do have our big coop that we got sent from Happy Farmer, and this coop has been great. This is the idea actually that we want for the turkeys because they're gonna get taller, which we don't want turkeys in that one because they're gonna get too tall. So this was supposed to be our coop for our turkeys, and right now we're possibly gonna use it as a little mom den here for our pigs. The black one right here, we believe is pregnant. We saw her have some nesting instincts the other day. It was probably about 3 weeks ago. So we're hoping that was an indicator that she is. So we are just kind of on baby watch for the pigs. And if they do, we're hoping that we can kind of get them into this chicken tractor just for when the baby piglets are first born, because we want to be able just to manage them. I know that everyone says that pigs do a great job as moms and that we won't have to intervene much, and we're hoping not. But this just allows us to kind of keep a better eye and make sure, because it is something that we're raising and that we'd like to sell the piglets. So when it's something under your care and it's something that's going to cost you possibly, you want to make sure that you can manage it a little easier. So that's the plan with that. Well, we thought we were at that point of the season where you kind of just sit and wait and see what's going to happen. Instead, we got goats breaking their housing. We have a garden that we need to come and pick and harvest from basically every single day, because there's just peas and peppers and cucumbers and managing and pruning away. So this is something that we got to keep working on. And we are on baby pig watch. So I guess that means there's not really a dull moment, unfortunately. We appreciate you guys always for watching. For thus says the Lord God, behold, I myself will search for my sheep and will seek them out.